Hi, this is Yvonne, and I'm here with Rick Berry, and we're here for the Bourbon City Barbecue Festival here in Bardstown. How you doing?
Doing fine. About ready to put my hair out.
No, don't do that.
But it's almost over. But I mean, everything's fine. We've got competition going on. We've got judging in the background right now. They're doing some pulled pork, and the chicken and the ribs have already been turned in. We got one more category, briskets, and that'll be turned in about 10 minutes.
Okay. So you've got several categories then.
Yeah, we got 4 categories to judge. We have a pro and backyard division, and they have to cook the 4 meats, and they present it to the judge. It's judged on appearance, taste, and tenderness. These judges are here. They all had to go to class. You had to be a certified judge to do this. A lot of people didn't know you had to go to school to learn how to eat barbecue, but it's there. I've got judges from all over the world, all over the country here.
Okay. How many participants do you have?
We have 53 teams this year. We had 53 last year. Every one of the teams that was here last year, they came back this year. So
tell us a little bit about the prizes.
Prizes here for the pros, they get a $6,000 prize money, which is divided into 4 categories. They get grand champion and reserve. Grand champion gets $1,000 and reserve gets $500. Then each category, the 4 are divided the rest of the money up into those categories. We pay down to 5 places in each category. Then your backyards, they'll get 3 places instead of the 5 what the pros do, because their entry fee is a little bit higher, so the prize money is a little bit higher on the pros than it is the backyards here.
Okay. Now, how do you break that down as far as the winners go? What are some of the what are some of the things they're going to be judged on?
Today, when you're going to judge on, they're judged on taste and tenderness and appearance. The appearance is how they present it in a box. Okay. They put the greenier in the bottom of it, and there's certain greenier you can use, some you can't, some will get disqualified. So the nicer looking your box is, the nicer looking your meat, the better the appearance, the higher scores you get. All right, and a lot of people like their ribs, meat falling off the bone. That's overcooked to a judge here. What they want to do, they want to bite into it, and when they pull away, they want to see the teeth marks. Okay. So it stays on the bone.
Okay.
All right, and chicken, you know how you bite into a piece of chicken, sometimes it pulls off the skin and smacks you in the face? Now that's a no-no here.
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no. It's the same thing with like the rib. Once you bite into it, when they ball out, they want everything to stay there, but they want to see the teeth marks.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot to it.
Yes, it sounds like it, and you've got to be really careful how long you cook that.
Yes.
Wow.
So some of it get overcooked, and some of it undercooked, and we hope that never happens, but sometimes it does.
Yes, indeed. Well, you're going to have some winners, and you're going to have some losers.
You're going to have some winners from all of it. You're going to have some losers too. So, but it's all good.
Yes.
Everybody's taste and smell is different, so you don't know, they're blind judges because they don't know whose team's cooking what. So
now, what time did they start cooking?
They started cooking last night, really about 9:30, 10 o'clock, because they fired their grills up, got them seasoned, got them ready to go. The brisket probably went on about 11 o'clock last night, so that cooked all night long and slow. Some of them do it fast, slow and fast. Depends on which way they want to do it. And then your chicken, it doesn't take too long to cook your chicken because they probably cooked that late this morning. And then your pulled pork and your brisket, that was probably take longer too, each category. So they've been cooking all night. Some of these, we got some of the setup that they've got now. It does the cooking. They go to bed, and then you got all these others that uses the stick wood. They're after keeping the fire. They keeping the home fires burning all night. So, but some of them they got so mechanical now that they set it and go. And they leave it alone. It's done. It does the work. They don't have to do nothing with it.
Okay. Now, are there any prereqs for being able to come to this or to participate?
The thing of it is, here we belong to Kansas City Barbecue Society, and we're sanctioned through them. And most all these people here are KCBS members. Okay. Your cooking teams, except for your backyards, some are KCBS members, some aren't. Okay. To cook pro, you have to be a KCBS member. Backyards, you do not have to. That backyard is usually your average Joe.
Is there an entry fee?
Yes, for the backyards it's a $125 entry fee, and for the pros it's $250.
Okay. Well, and if someone out there watching right now would like to participate next year, how would they go about that?
What you do is about December or January, we'll have the website with all the rules and regulations, because you have to wait till the end of the year because they go KCBS. Sometimes they change the rules and regulations. There's a few things they changed here this year. One of them for us was behind the scenes that didn't affect the cooks, was they had to use forks now. Okay. So usually you eat barbecue with your fingers, but now we have to have forks. So things like that nobody, the average Joe, wouldn't know, but that goes on at the end of the year when they do make their changes. Usually with January 1st, visit the websites of where it's our cook or anybody else's. They'll have all the rules and regulations set up at times and entry fees and what dates they have to go in. Ours had to be in by May 15th.
Okay. Well, listen, it sounds like there's a lot going on in that other room.
Oh,
over
yeah, there's
there.
a whole lot going on, and like I said, once you're done, I want you'll get to go over and you'll sample some of the food that's coming in here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And you're welcome. Thank you all for stopping by.
Okay, Yvonne, this is Gary White here with Yvonne. We're at the Bourbon City Barbecue Festival, and we're taking a look at the meats being turned in.
Yeah, Gary, they had the competition has started. It's just about over. I think right now they're bringing in the brisket.
Yes, this is the fourth meat. As Rick had told you that they have 4 meats, and they have already had their ribs, their chicken, and the
pulled pork. Uh-huh.
And now we have the brisket. And you can see them kind of coming down here, bringing in their brisket. And we're going to go in to see some of the judging going on, too, in a couple minutes. So what would be your favorite of the 4 meats?
I'm going to say probably chicken would probably be my favorite, but I would probably love to have some brisket. And some pulled pork.
Okay. So the ribs are the only one that's not
ribs. That's a ribs.
Okay. Non-discriminative, right?
Non-discriminative. You know what? My palate, my dad barbecued quite a bit when we were kids, so you know I know all about the ins and outs of barbecue and what tastes good and all that. So all of it's good as long as you put enough sauce on it. It's all good.
It's all good. Yeah. So do you like the barbecue sauce?
Oh yeah, I like barbecue sauce.
Do you like it really strong, or do you like it sweet or spicy or what?
Yeah.
Anyhow, anything you can get.
Right. I like them all, you know, because for one reason, for some meats like your chicken, sometimes you want a sweeter sauce, you know, and then maybe for your pulled pork, I'd like a stronger sauce, something that's a little hotter with a little more flame to it, you know. But the rest of them just regular sauces as well. So I go from one end to the other, from the sweet and mild down to the hot and spicy.
Okay. Now, with this, so this is the final one coming in now. They have 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after. So they basically have a 10-minute wave that they can bring in the food. And if they're late, they're disqualified.
Wow. I know that's could probably be hard on a lot of people after cooking all night long to be a couple of minutes late and then get disqualified. But hopefully that won't happen today.
Exactly. And we have them here, how they're putting them together in these little batches. It looks like there's 4, I think, that go into a table for them to try. So we have 53 teams, you said, and there are all these judges in there. So we're going to take a look in the other room and see what some of these judges are doing. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds great.
All right, so now we're in the judging room, so we're going to be quiet, right, Yvonne?
We have to be really quiet here because we don't want to complicate things for anybody, any of the participants today.
Right. And we have several of the tables that have already received their meat, and they get a chance to, I think the head judge, people at the end here, present the meat so they can see it, and then they all get a chance to taste it.
Yes, and you know, one of the things that I was most surprised about today was the fact that meat that falls off the bone is considered to be overcooked. So, gosh, that's what I go for sometimes, you know, is making it fall off the bone, you know, beef or ribs or whatever, you know, so that it's really easy for everybody to eat. But that's not one of the qualifying things here to be judged on.
So it is possible to be too tender.
I would have never thought that, but yes. Yes, there is.
And so as we can see, like they're judging right now on the presentation because they got a chance to see it. So then they're going to get a chance to taste it, and then it was appearance, taste, and tenderness.
Right. And with brisket, I'm not sure how they cut it or whatever, but they want to see some teeth marks or whatever in it. I mean, they want to see that it's still in one piece. It's still consistent after you bite it. So I don't know that any of my meat would ever qualify for that after putting it in the crock pot and cooking it for hours on top of hours. So anyway, it's going to be really interesting to see who the winners are.
That's right. So we're going to take a look at some of the judging going on here at the Bourbon City Barbecue, which is sanctioned by the Kansas City Barbecue Society.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and on all the members, all the people here who are involved with this are qualified and certified through that. So it's all very consistent. You know, they have the rules, and everybody has a set of the rules, and they go by those each year when it comes to qualifying for the different contests. This is Yvonne, and I'm here with Rachel Sheets. How are you doing, Rachel?
Good, thank you.
And I'm going to ask you a little bit about what your participation is in the barbecue.
We're just here to help facilitate the KCBS judges part of it, the cooks part of it, the competition barbecue part of it, make sure that everything is done to KCBS standards, make sure that the judging process is done to KCBS standards, and the turn-in process, the cooks and everything like that is all how KCBS wants it as they have sanctioned it.
Okay. And are the rules pretty stringent?
The rules are strict, but every society has to have some rules. The biggest thing about KCBS versus other barbecue societies is that it is a double-blind contest, so the judges don't know who they're judging, the teams don't know who's judged them.
Okay, so it can't look like there's any favoritism or anything?
No,
involved with
absolutely not.
that? Okay, fantastic. Now, about how many of these are there per year here in the United States that you guys participate in?
Oh, that we participate in. We're doing 11 contests this year, but there are hundreds upon hundreds, and it's worldwide. I mean, they're in Belgium, they're in the UK, they're in France, they're in Italy. So we have reps in the Netherlands. It is quite vast, and there are anywhere from 15 to 20 contests going on in a single weekend, just all around the country.
Now, are they all based on the same 4 meats?
They are all based on the same 4 meats. So some contests like to do some ancillary categories, where they'll do a sauce category or what they call an anything but, which is you can turn in anything but the 4 main meats that you've already turned in. Some people do dessert category. Sometimes people do a sauce category or a rub category, different things like that. But this contest here this year is just the 4 main meats.
Well, listen, thank you for talking to us. And this has been Yvonne McNary for Central Kentucky Television. And we've been at the Bourbon City Barbecue Festival this weekend, and I couldn't think of a better place to be.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.